Thank you. All right. What's up, people? How y'all doing, man? Y'all are gonna have a great time today, man, because I got a special guest, Tonja D. She's from Shreveport, Louisiana, and she gonna talk about what we're gonna be doing on Friday and what she's doing in Shreveport. So we'll see y'all back in a second right here on the Best Kept Secret. Yo, what's up, man? I just want to say this is the Best Kept Secret. This your boy, David Katash. I'm sitting here with none other than my girl, y'all girl. Y'all better put your hands together for Tonja D. Yes. Put your hands together, girl.
Yes. I'm Tonja D, the ton of fun.
She is a ton of fun, and man, is she a ton of fun, man. Look, we're going to be doing some great things. Matter of fact, we want to show you some great things that we're going to be doing here Friday. So we're going to throw a little quick advertisement up, and then we'll be right back after that. So we'll see you in a second. Yo, it's the April Fool's Foolish Friday comedy show.
She want to go to black churches because she like the music. I want to go to white churches because they get out on time.
Featuring David Katash.
Where you at? You got plans? Don't say that.
Josiah Jones.
There ain't nothing hanging in there. Everything is hanging out from the side of everything. It's terrible. It's terrible. You want.
The inspirational comedian. Tonja D.
Either Friday or Sunday.
And Denny Live.
Right here, that don't sound right. I'm gonna ask you one more time. When do you get your check? I just started this job.
April 1st, 2022. David Katash, Josiah Jones, the inspirational comedian. Tonja D, and 30 years of comedy, Denny Live. It's April Fool's Foolish Friday. Be there. And we are back with Tonja D, comedian Tonja D, the ton of fun. Yo, so, hey, what man, hold on, let me give you some love, man.
What's up?
As you can see, she is the first actual guest in the actual studio, sitting right here in this lovely garage. That looks this good, though.
Yeah, yo, he got a straight up studio right here. I don't care, can't be in here when it's cold, but he got a straight studio right here. So I've been on sets before, and he's pretty much got a set up in here. I'm telling you, it's really nice, Katash. This is nice. You doing it semi-professional.
I know that's right. well, look at here, man. Let's get into it, man. So Tonja D, I met you about 6 years ago, you think?
Is it was 6'5"?
5
You know what? I've been gone 3 years.
She been down. You hear that? She been down.
It had to be 2017. I think we made it 2017.
That sounds about right.
17, 18. Anyway, we've known each other. I mean, it's good enough.
Yeah, it's been good enough. So let me see, because I originally met you when you were doing what do you call
improv class.
Improv. We did an improv class over the Push Comedy Theater with ASAP and all that good stuff.
Yep, ASAP. Yep.
And yes, so first of all, we got to give her some love because she's a military member.
Veteran.
Yeah,
26-year Navy vet. I am a Navy chief, Navy pride. Also, let's not forget that I am a member, a sister of the first and finest, Alpha Kappa, Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Glory.
Yes.
Glory.
Give a shout out to my sorors, okay? Let's not forget. I'm part of the first and the finest, okay?
Hey, she is a part of y'all. Wherever that skeet. I thought it was.
Oh, ain't no 2 windows in the walls. We ain't got no little John up in here. What's the name of the group? Whatever that group is, Noser.
And the East Side Boys.
Okay. The Yin Yang Twins, whatever.
Whatever they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she is a member of the military and the ski. And and yo, she was so you started doing stand-up comedy when? Tell us all about it.
Okay, so it just came out of an ugly divorce. And I was sitting in my counseling. I went to counseling. Now, everybody who don't think counseling works. You need somebody to talk to who's completely unbiased. Well, when I was sitting in the room, I was already class clown growing up. But throughout my marriage, I suppressed all of that. Became serious. I'm structured. I'm a military person, drill sergeant. So I didn't do that.
Hold on, pause. You said you was a drill sergeant.
I was Navy become RDCs, but I was a drill instructor for boot camp for 3.5 years, from 2002 to 2005. I put over 795 civilians. I transferred them from civilians to sailors and put them in the Navy. Yeah.
Whoa! Yeah, Did y'all hear that?
So that would describe some people say I'm so direct. That would be part of the reason why I am, because I'm militant. I mean, 26 years, I'm still working with the military. So I guess you could say about 33 years, 30. I'm mature. I'm not old. I'm mature. But I've been doing it a long time. But either way, I was in there.
So hold on. You over 33 years old?
I am 52 years. Y'all see that's no
black don't crack, man. Black. I said black don't crack. And my wife she don't crack either because she don't smoke crack. But yeah,
I'm 52. So anyway, after 22 years of marriage, I left. I filed for divorce, and I was going through my counseling. Since the VA has a great counseling session, I was seeing a counselor, and every time I'd be in there, and I get to a part that was very traumatic for me, I would turn it into a joke. And she was in there just laughing, and she said, I want to see you somewhere. I said, well, she said they got this thing called ASAP Comedy Boot Camp. I said, now, I always wanted to be a comedian, but now, I ain't going to do it. She said, yeah, I'm going to put you in the class. So the first time she said she was going to sign me up, there wasn't an opening. So because there wasn't an opening, I couldn't get in this side, but I had a girlfriend who owned a restaurant. And I said, hey, what do you think about, what's your slowest day? She told me Friday. I said, what about I come in and I get a couple of my comedians, people I know that's doing comedy, we come in, we do a comedy.
Right.
She said, come on, let's do that. So we had a DJ. Well, it was a karaoke night. So I combined Sweet Jams Cafe. Shout out to Sweet Jam Cafe out for Church Street. She gave me opportunity in a mic. And at that time, I didn't realize that comics would use the same set over and over again. I would write new material every time.
Right.
So I would just write new material, and I started I didn't know nothing about no punchline. I didn't know nothing about no tag. I didn't know nothing. I just knew that I talked about the truth and I made it fun.
Right. That's kind of like what you are now. I mean, you do punchlines, but yeah. She's very relating. She relates. Right. She really relates.
So
hey, hold on. I meant to say something about the woman. Is a woman of God. She's a woman of God. She don't do cussing in a comedy. She's a clean comedian.
Yeah, I choose to be. What I always open up my jokes with, maybe I'm a preacher and a Sunday school teacher, and from time to time, Satan like it should be job application for me to cuss somebody out. So we're gonna have to pray about these things. So I choose to stay clean because first of all, I am a woman of God. First of all, I have to remember who I'm representing because I do not want to bring shame to God's name. We already got a lot of people doing that.
Right. Right.
I don't want to bring shame to God's name, so I make sure that I represent Him well. So if I'm on the stage telling jokes, I'm just talking about life. And for us to think as Christians, we don't go through the same things that people that are non-Christians or people who don't profess to be men and women of God, that we all go through the same thing. So I start making it funny. I don't tease per se people preaching or people shouting. I just talk about life. I talk about stuff like girdles. The Lord say He hates a lying tongue. You probably hate a lying waistline too, because y'all know when y'all had them girdles on, your waistline lying. And then you have to think about it. A girdle is kind of like the scripture. The scripture say, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in glory. With a girdle, whatever you bind in the morning shall be bound throughout the day. But when you get home, whatever you loose shall be loose. That's the kind of
Hey,
that's the kind of stuff I do. And I gained a little weight, so I'm not punching down at anybody who gained a little weight.
Right.
I know I have more than one stomach. Now I got two. So I can talk about two stomachs because I
God.
have them. I can talk about somebody being bald-headed because I ain't got no head full of hair. So I talk about it. But what I try to get people to do, when you learn to laugh at your situation, learn to laugh.
Right.
My ex-husband used to abuse me. He did. But I'm not going to live in the past. God is too good for me to lay back there and stay back where I was physically abused, mentally abused, emotionally abused, psychologically abused, and I was financially abused and still being abused in some aspects. But if you come to the show on Friday, you're going to hear it. But all of these things that I go through on a regular basis, I find a way. Lord, tell me how I can make it funny. How can I make it funny? And God gives it to me. He gives it to me. But the one thing I try to do is make sure that I'm not punching down at anybody or I'm not trying to humiliate anybody. And that's another thing. I feel like sometimes they have censored comics so much because we have a cancel culture. People are so freaking sensitive. We just saw sensitivity.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't even Ralph Trash Band, okay?
Oh my God.
We got all this sensitivity and all these people that are sensitive about what somebody says. Come on, man. If you put it in the public eye.
That's right. Come on.
Be willing to accept it. And my thing about it is, Word of God says that life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Right.
Your tongue.
Your
tongue, you can speak life and death into your situation. But whatever anybody else say, those are weapons that are formed against you that cannot prosper.
Nah,
so
won't.
if I react to what you say, then I'm just giving what you said life. But if I sit back and I think about it, then I act on it. I don't give it no power. I can't give you power over me. For 22 years, I was enslaved,
What 22 years of slave?
Slavery, that's what I call my marriage.
Yeah, your marriage. Okay.
My marriage. But after going through that and being oppressed for so long, David, I'm gonna laugh. I don't care what it is. And people say, oh, well, sickness is off limit. If it's my sickness, if I'm dealing with it and I found a way to laugh about it, if you're going through
That's right.
You can be able to laugh about it. I had said something the other day. I was doing another interview. Like I said, a lot of us smiles. And how many people know half of these teeth in our head ain't even miles? We don't pay for crowns, fillings. Mm-hmm. Some people got implants. Some of them got partials. Some of them know there's veneers. So guess what? If we got those partials in our mouth, we can talk about somebody's snagger tooth. We were just responsible with our snagger toothism. We decided to replace the teeth. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying those different. Learn to laugh about life. If not, you're gonna find yourself uptight all the time. That's like being constipated 24/7.
Oh my God. Well, man, so we understand why she started doing comedy.
Right.
So divorce, and then girdles, the tightness of the girdle.
Life. I'm over 200 pounds. I have never been this big and not be pregnant.
You're over 200 pounds.
I am 200 and I was up to 206 and I lost 5 pounds. But if I turn around, I find
But you see what? But some people carry it well. So you got 200 pounds, you carrying it well. So I mean, we wouldn't know.
I hold my breath a lot.
Yeah.
No, because I'm confident in who I am. I'm not gonna let. I don't care what nobody say. I promise you, I'm not. And look at me, this plain Jane. This is what you see is what you get.
Right.
So we go on the first date. I ain't got to jump in no shower. I ain't got to go swimming. I don't wear makeup. I don't do a whole lot. It's just me. I'm gonna come out there clean. I'm gonna come out there clean. But it's just so many things. But I can't tell you since my divorce, I've learned to love me. I've learned that the dimples that I have were gifts from God, not just for me, but for me to share with people. Do you understand how much a smile will change a person? You understand if you walk into a room and people are going through so much and you smile, it makes a difference. And I just discovered the other day, not only do I have these dimples, I have dimples right here. Look up there.
Oh, you talking about?
Right here. I just discovered this. So that means
let me see them dimples.
Right here.
Oh, so you got that super smile.
That means you was kissed by angels.
So you got them what is that that toy? You know what I'm talking about, that toy. Yeah, that what's that toy?
Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan. No.
Hold on, what is that? What is that? I can't remember.
Which up the rose?
No. It was a white character where he had the polka dots on his face, and the cheeks was like real big, and he had a big old smile. He had big weird ears.
No, I ain't got no.
You know what I'm talking? I ain't say you got that. I'm talking about you got them dimples like he got the top.
I
can't think of that. It's a you don't know that toy I'm talking about. It's a white toy. I don't know what the heck it is. Okay, I'm asking one of my camera people. But anyway, I said one of them. One of many of them. I have camera people all over the place. You know,
she's standing by one of the cameras, and she can move to the other camera, and she's the same camera person, just moving from camera to camera. But it's all good. That Claire is awesome. She's every woman.
Yes,
it's all in her. She's doing a great job. It's a great job. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I love what I do. I love it, and I say, you know, I've been single for a long time.
How long you been single? Oh, you about to cry.
Oh, no.
Hold up.
No, but like
get a napkin real quick, y'all.
I've learned me. I've learned to love me. I've learned to embrace me and everything about me. Even things that I used to be shy of as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this might seem funny about somebody, but it's true to me. My uncles used to cut the ears off of my doll's ears because they used to call me a Doberman Pinscher. If you look at my ear, I don't have like the top part of the ear. And so my uncle and them used to call me a Doberman Pinscher. And they used to cut the top part of it. See, I can't put nothing across my ear because it's gonna fall off because I don't have that flip part right here. And I used to be so ashamed. I used to be so embarrassed by it, and I was shy. I used to be called the Grinch. I used to be called Tweety Bird. I used to be called all kind of names, and then I started to realize if you accept what people say, you give what people say power. You give power to their words. But if you say I am what God says that I am, then they don't have power with their words. You can say what you want to say about me. I only time you're gonna get a reaction about me if you touch me. Then we're gonna have to touch and agree.
well, look, we gonna touch base on what we got going on Friday. First, before I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. But look, on Friday, this coming up, April 1st, we're gonna be doing April Foolish Friday. We got this fool. We got this fool. We got Josiah, another fool from Detroit. We got another fool named Denny Live, and another fool named the Inspirational Comedian. We just gonna be acting foolish, and it ain't gonna be no cussing, y'all. It ain't gonna be no cussing. Oh, we also got a guest. Somebody gave us a laugh. Hey, how y'all doing? If y'all have any questions for Tonja D, just holler at us. We want y'all to be out from April 1st. Who's that again?
Nick Baskerville.
Oh, what's up, Nick Baskerville, man? The clean king himself with the big old afro.
Storyteller.
I thought you was literally from the Jackson 5, maybe the daddy or somebody.
Isaac from Love Boat.
Oh, that exactly.
Isaac from Love Boat. That's my boy. And the thing about Nick Baskerville, I'm gonna just give a shout out to the Clean Comedy Room for those who like to do comedy and want to do a clean set.
Yeah.
The Clean Comedy Room is a place where you can work on those jokes. You can tell 10 minutes of jokes, or you can tell 5 minutes, and you get feedback. I'm telling you, it will improve who you are as a comedian. So I help you find your voice. But yeah. And we're gonna talk more about clean comedy. So we're gonna show this commercial real quick. What's going on this weekend? Y'all gotta come out and check us out because it's gonna be freaking hilarious, and we ain't gonna be cussing. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Yo, it's the April Foolish Friday comedy show.
She want to go to black churches because she like music. I want to go to white churches because they get out on time.
Featuring David Kataz.
Where you at? You got plans? Don't say that.
Josiah Jones.
There ain't nothing hanging in there. Everything is hanging out from the side of everything. It's terrible. It's terrible. You want.
The inspirational comedian. Tonja D.
Either Friday or Sunday.
And Denny Live.
Right here, that don't sound right. I'm gonna ask you one more time. When do you get your check? I just started this job.
April 1st, 2022. David Kataz, Josiah Jones, the inspirational comedian. Tonja D, and 30 years of comedy, Denny Live. It's April Foolish Friday. Be there.
And we back, y'all. But look at here, y'all. I'm still here with Tonja D. Y'all see what we're gonna be doing April 1st. And we got some clean people in here. Big shout out to PT Bratton. He's another clean comedian that was in this area at one particular time.
Nikki knows they're all in MDV, Washington DC and Virginia. MVD, whatever it is, they're up there in the DC area.
DMV.
Nikki knows.
You said the MDV. Oh my God.
Maryland, Virginia, and DC. So MVD, whatever. I might be out of order. It's them letters. All them 3 letters is in it. You can put them in whatever order you need to put them in to make sure you're talking about Maryland, Virginia, and DC.
As long as you ain't say the VDM, because I was like, you talking about the clap or something. I mean, STD.
VDM, I don't know, but I can tell you right now, I'm hot. I can't take this shirt out because it'll be uncensored.
Oh my God.
I just got on a white t-shirt. I said, I would have been laying down. First of all, I came from Shreveport, Louisiana, and it was warm. I made a very virgin travel move. I did not check the weather. I brought things for 78 and higher. I bought one Swissie. This one.
Well, that thing 78
so
I
have been in the house since Sunday when I got here, and I don't even feel bad about it. I do not feel bad about doing nothing. So, but today and tomorrow, I'm gonna be working that mirror. And talking about working the mirror, I took a class with Michael Collier.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Michael Collier.
Shout out to Michael Collier. Yeah.
For the comedy class, it was great. I didn't realize how much work in the mirror makes a difference in your jokes. Yes, it makes a difference because you see how your facial expressions are. Because I'm theatrical. I'm a little Mom's Maybelline mixed with maybe a little Clean Cat Williams, and because I'm theatrical, and then my voice goes up, and then I get a little high pitch and come down a little low. So I guess I'm a combination, but I'm just Tonja. And one thing I don't do is compete with other comedians. I don't compete because I can't be Katash, I can't be Josiah, I can't be Joe, inspirational comedian. I can't be anybody but me. So every day I strive to be a better me than I was yesterday. And that's why when I see Katash got something on, I share Katash. And somebody say, you always sharing, because I can celebrate you and promote me at the same time. I'm a firm believer, as long as your hand is open for you to give, constantly giving, God is constantly giving you. And I mean, doors have just been opening up for me, and I'm so grateful to God. I want to give a shout out to 2 people who mentor me at all costs. That's Vince D and Derek Keena. And no matter what, these 2 guys have always been there for me and opening doors for me. And I'm grateful to them. I'm great. 2 different styles of comedy, but both of them are they honest with me. They keep it straight with me, and you know, and I like it. I mean, I promise you, if you could tell me, Tom, if you could do this all day, every day, but you do it, I would do this all day. Every day. I really do. I said, Lord, when you give me a man, please bless me with a man who can take care of me while I'm telling these jokes until these jokes can take care of us. Amen. That's how I be praying my prayer, because I be wanting to make, for real, I need somebody that's going to be supportive of me while I'm telling you, you got to go. Claire is on point like a sniper. She supports you. She goes through. I know she probably get tired of you sometimes, because this ain't no joke right now. But somebody who can support you and understand that you're going for something. Understand that you ain't playing. You know, you're trying to do this thing, because if you do it right, I'm not saying I would love a Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart money or Lunel type money, but we can do it on another level and still make enough money to provide for our families, to pay our mortgages and do stuff like that. Because when you got to clock a 9 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday, and then you start traveling Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you be just getting off the road Sunday, you got to get right back into work. You just don't have no downtime, because you telling you working for whomever you're working for throughout the week.
Right.
And on the weekend, you working for yourself telling jokes. Sometimes you have 2 shows on Friday and 2 shows on Saturday, and then a show on Sunday. And then you got to be back on the road. So imagine driving, getting off of work at 4:30, and then you got to drive to Dallas or Houston and be there, and that's 3 or 4 hours away.
Right.
Be there for a show that started at 9 o'clock.
But I mean, I got a question for you. So why do you do clean comedy? As
I'm a preacher and a Sunday school teacher.
You're a preacher and you are.
I am a
She's
preacher.
preacher
I am
and a Sunday school
I am an
teacher.
ordained minister. I can marry you and bury you.
You can marry and
And
bury
I can.
somebody.
I'm actually an ordained minister. I'm ordained, and I was ordained and licensed here in Virginia, and it carries. That's the thing about it's not like a doctor's license or whatever.
When
Your
you say you can marry and bury, but is that what you told your husband when you?
No, I wasn't ordained.
And bury
Matter
you.
of fact, when I met my ex-husband, which one of them? I got two of them.
Oh, yeah. I say, so I've been knowing her all this time, and I didn't know she buried two husbands.
I don't like to talk about negative stuff.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I don't like to
I
bring
thought it was just me.
I don't like to bring up negative things. So, but anyway.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
okay.
I've been married. But no, I had. I mean, my faith is what kept me. My faith is what keeps me. And so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can marry a person and I can bury a person. I can. I can do counseling. I can do communion. I can do all those things. But I choose to be clean because it's just to me. When everything else passes away, the heaven and earth will still be there. God's word will stand on. And if you stand on God's word and you do it the way, because you can just talk about things that could be just funny. And I've never, even I'm a sailor, but I don't cuss like a sailor. So I find other words. That's when you learn to be a wordsmith. You use your thesaurus, you get your encyclopedia, with the antonyms and the synonyms are. Find words. That's what's so good about it. If you look at a lot of comedians, they read a lot, because they learn how to be good wordsmiths, use different words to, so you don't have to always throw a Merlin Farmer or a Foxtrot in there, or you don't have to use, expletive things that could be offensive.
I'm gonna push you on to, there is a thesaurus, and even put y'all onto it, is a thesaurus, it's called Word Hippo.
Mm-hmm.
That jank is fire. Whether you a rapper, artist, or whatever, and you're trying to replace words, whether you want to find a word that starts with the letter A, you might have a joke like me, your acronym jokes, and you can find a letter that Word Hippo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the Ain't Droid got it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all got Ain't Droids.
The last time a man gave a woman an apple, the whole world just fell apart. I'm not going on no apple.
It wasn't an apple. It was a fruit, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, the Bible said, and every other version of the Bible said it was an apple. You can keep it. You can keep your apple. Keep your apple to yourself. But no, I choose not to be a slave to apple. I own stock with them, but I won't be their slave. But anyway, but yeah, I choose to be clean. I mean, I think about it. If you think about it, when I started really getting into comedy, how everybody tell you study comedy. If you take out all the cuss words, are they still cussing? If you take out every cuss word, is what they say still funny? So certain people, it's just the deliberate. I don't care what you tell them, say it's gonna be funny. I think Cat Williams could say Mary had a little lamb and it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
I think Dave Bell could say row, row, row your boat, and he's gonna do it so intelligent. So how she gonna row a boat? She's sitting on dry land. He'll say something so intelligent, it'll be funny. But my favorite of all time comedians would be Sinbad.
I was going to ask you, so I wanted to get your, so since we talking like this, we went right to where I was thinking right here in my brain, and I was like, I always ask the guests who come up here, who is their at least top 5? If you want to go top 10, you can, but top 5 comedians.
I'm gonna go with more than that, because the two people who, it's 3 people I'm gonna have to, because they actually physically touch me, comedian. I'm more than that.
So they physically touched her.
Not physically.
She did say she was hot
Let us pray. And baby, I'm 52. I'm not 22. I am interchanged, sweetheart. I'm not no young spring chicken. I'm more like a winter crow. But I'm rocking it like a rock star. You know what I'm saying? But no, when it comes to comics. I give all props out to everybody, but every comic that everybody might like might not be funny.
Right.
So who am I gonna say? Like I said before, and I'm not gonna ever take it back. I think Sinbad is great.
What's his number though? What's his number for you?
1.
Number one, we supposed to start backwards, but that's all right. Do it the way you want. The first should be last and the last should be first.
I'm not calling them in a certain order. It's just what it is. It's just some comedians just are funny to me.
Sinbad, we're saying Sinbad number one. I'm not mad at that at all.
Dave Chappelle is a beast. I'm not putting it in the order, but I'm just calling our name. Dave Chappelle is a beast. Cat Williams. Even when you take the cuss words out, Cat is funny. He's a genius too.
We just watched him the other night, and man, Mom's
Mabley, and I look at Mom's Mabley. I like the way she do it. May seem like Mom's Mabley is pausing or whatever. She just makes it seem that's the way she talks. That's how she flows. I'm gonna put in Vince D, old school. I'm like Derek Keener. Y'all probably don't know these guys, but they well known down south.
Right, okay.
D. Ellis, he the king of Dallas comedy. But that darn Derek Keener, hilarious.
So how can I see him? Because I never heard him before.
Derek Keener was on Michael Collier today.
Oh, yeah. He was hilarious.
Then D. Ellis is also, Google him, D. Ellis, he's the king, Dallas king of comedy. He's funny. Who else I got in there? I'm going down the line. I don't want to offend nobody, but he is funny to me. How many I gave you? I don't know how many that is.
You gave me, I think you're like 5. You gave me 5 so far. You said Sinbad, Dave Chappelle, and 3 people.
Cat Williams, Mom's Mabley, and 3 of so I gave you 6 people.
You gave me 6.
7,
okay,
yeah. 7 people. Really, 7 people. I gave you 7 people already. Who else do I like that just sit up and make me truly laugh?
While she's thinking of that, y'all can write down who y'all top is too.
I don't think they funny, but I don't. But I'm not gonna call them by name because I'm gonna celebrate everybody.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm trying to think of somebody who's well known who I could just sit up and just laugh all day long at them. That's it.
That's it.
But I look at other people. I watch their styles. I watch the rhythm of Kevin Hart. I like his rhythm, his cadence. Mm-hmm. Kevin Hart's cadence.
Oh yeah, his cadence is perfect.
Uncle Elroy. What's his name? DC Curry. DC Curry.
Oh man.
DC Curry has a cadence.
I love his voice.
He has a cadence.
It kind of like it kind of sounds like I hate to say this. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say.
I lost my mind.
He reminds me of Steve Harvey. I'll just say it like that.
Let me go. I lost my mind. Bernie Mac. I don't.
He got a mad crazy.
I can listen to Bernie Mac all the time.
So Ray Wood Jr. You know who that is? I'm not sure who that is. Ray Wood Jr.
I don't know.
Okay, Nick Baskerville, Ray Wood Jr. He said Al. Oh, Ali Shadiq. Oh yes, Sadiq. I like him too. I don't put him in my top. Ali Shadiq. He has a story about Mexican got boots on. That Jane right there. Mexican got boots on. Oh man.
And so I'm trying to think about who else. I'm trying to think about people that, and I need to throw some women in there. Some women who was some of my girlfriends are so blue. And so once a woman starts to talk about
George
know what?
Carlin. Oh,
let me go and get my girl Angela Walker. Angela Walker is a freaking beast. She's out of oh my God, you're gonna have to Google her. Her name is not spelled like a regular Angela. It's Angelia. Angela Walker. She's a beast, man. She's giving me opportunities on stage. Angela Walker she's tight.
Okay.
She's a mentor too. If I need coaching or pushing in a direction and being confident. She said, Ton, I want your confidence. And that's another thing too. I almost gave up comedy.
What made you do that?
Went to an virtual open mic with New Yorkers.
You went, with New Yorkers?
Yeah, because they said you can go to New York, you can get anywhere, but then I allowed myself to be discouraged by that. But at the same time, I started to realize, I said, okay, Ton, so you just gave up.
What happened?
Because I just didn't like their demeanor. I didn't like their vibe. But I gotta learn that it doesn't matter what a scene is. It doesn't matter. You gotta.
Brother.
It was everything. It was everything. It doesn't. Yeah. It was just a combination of people. Mm-hmm. And so everybody was blue. Mm-hmm. Everybody was cursing, and the women were blue. Mm-hmm. And I'm in there telling clean jokes, and it was like, okay, yeah, that was okay, but. And are they trying to want me to put cuss words in? I don't cuss. I'm not cussing. Right. So I started realizing, okay, maybe that wasn't for you. So I had to sit back, take some time, pray, reevaluate myself, and go back. And then I realized it's one thing to be nervous. It's another thing to be scared. When you scared, then you allow your confidence to drop. When you nervous, you just picture everybody naked and you get past it, or you picture somebody, put the head of somebody else on these people so you can be comfortable talking to them. But when you're scared, you can talk yourself out of the most simplest task. So one of the things that I do, and it might sound crazy because I am saved and sanctified. After I say my prayer, my hype song is 8 Mile. What's it? Eminem? Lose yourself. You got lose yourself. You got one chance, and you cannot miss this chance.
That's true.
You got one shot.
Yeah.
So because I prayed about it one time, because I used to get ostracized by churches. How you gonna be a preacher and a comedian at the same time? I said, well, how you gonna be a mother and a sister at the same time? I said, the word of God says that laughter is good medicine for the soul.
That's right.
It's telling us that. Don't laugh at me falling, because if I fall down, you better call 911. Because I fall down, I'm gonna hurt something. So you need to call and get me. But now I understand that when you laugh at life, stop being so uptight and stressed out about, well, I'm struggling with this. Okay, you're struggling with it because you're trying to handle it. But when you turn it over to God, you can let God handle it, and you go on laughing and live through life. Because God wants us to enjoy the fruits of our labor. He wants us to drink, be merry. He said get drunk, but drink and be merry. And that's in Ecclesiastes. Y'all think I'm lying? Look at the scripture. It tells you that life is going to happen, good, bad, and indifferent. But how you deal with it will be based on your outcome. Your outcome is based on how you deal with it. You can either act or react. React always has negative consequences. But if you think about it and then act on it, there's always something positive. That's one of the reasons why when I do my comedy, I record it and I go back and look on it. Right. Now, what's my reaction? What's my act going to be? I'm going to go back and see how can I sharpen up this joke? What could I have done on different stage different? And then even though I might do the same set like 3 times, I'm looking and I'm gonna see the difference, and I should see some improvement. Right. That's the same thing within life. If this hurt you yesterday, you should have gotten yourself together. You should have prayed and regrouped yourself, and that same thing shouldn't hurt you tomorrow. Right. If it hurt you last year, it shouldn't hurt you this year. We can't keep saying, say children young and they get over it. We can't say that, because you ain't got over nothing. But you can teach them coping mechanism. Teach them how to deal with it, how not to give that situation or that issue control. We're not controlled by our situations and circumstances. We should be controlled by our faith and walk on it. Because our circumstances, life is going to happen. Life happens. It does. Come on, who expected to get married and get divorced in twice? To get married,
you tell the right one.
Nobody expects that. Nobody expects their children to go astray. Nobody expects their children to do things that you didn't teach them how to do. Nobody expects that. But it's life. But man, I promise you, if you can laugh about it, like this stuff that went down the other day, laugh about life. Laugh about it, baby. If you can rock a ball head, rock it.
Matter of fact, I want to talk about that, but I want us to go ahead. We're gonna do another little advertisement real quick, talking about what we're doing this Friday. It's gonna be clean comedy. We got the headliner Denny Live, which you might remember from the Bad Boys of Comedy, HBO, Comedy Central. He done a lot of stuff. Myself, Tonja D, Josiah, and my man, the inspirational comedian. So we'll be back right quick. Check your commercial out and go to the event.
Get in for $15. A 10 and a 5. 15 ones. Yeah. If you give me a 20, I'll give you 5 back. But I'm gonna tell you, online prices ain't the same as at the door price.
If you come to the door with $15, we're gonna tell you bleep go back. And we ain't cussing, but we gonna say Kyle.
Yeah.
To the car and get the other $5.
I had to fly here.
But we're gonna be right back. We'll see you in a second.
Yo, it's the April Fool's Foolish Friday comedy show.
She want to go to black churches because she like music. I want to go to white churches because they get out on time.
Featuring David Kataz.
Where you at? You got plans? Don't say that.
Josiah Jones.
There ain't nothing hanging in there. Everything is hanging out from the side and everything. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, you want.
The inspirational comedian.
Tonja
D.
Either Friday
coming Denny live.
Right here, that don't sound right. I'm gonna ask you one more time. When do you get your check? I just started this job.
April 1st, 2022, David Kataz, Josiah Jones, the inspirational comedian, Tonja D, and 30 years of comedy, Denny Live. It's April Fool's Foolish Friday. Be there.
And we're back. We're back. Yo, this has been awesome. Look, now we want to talk about, what is everybody talking about in the news right now? We already know. It's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Jack slapping daggone Chris Rock in the face. Now, what is your opinion of that? And I'm going to give you my opinion. What do you think about
this
that?
This is what I'm going to say, first of all. It ain't none of my business. However, I look at, we see Kanye acting out.
See, people forgot about Kanye right now.
Well, they forgot about Kanye, but Kanye, we always say, oh, Kanye crazy. But I look at Will's eyes. You know, a person's eyes tell you a lot.
Oh, that's the window to the soul.
Right. And so I'm looking at Will when he was laughing at the joke. I look at Will that when his woman looked over and rolled her eyes, how his laugh changed for something. And I just feel like that it was an unprofessional thing to do. Mm-hmm. I think it overshadowed what that night was about for him.
Yes.
I think it opened up the doors for a whole lot of comic material.
I know. And look, this is the best thing that happened since Donald Trump.
It opened up
lot
of comic material, but at the same time, we gotta look at first of all, Chris took it like a G. Chris hats off to the brother. He took it like a G.
I mean,
because I can promise you, and it looked like he wasn't expecting. At first I said, "Oh man, this is staged. This can't be real. This is staged." Until Will further escalated, and when the ego kicked in, and let's be real about it. I feel like it was so many things that could have been done different. Especially when Will got up, Jada should have, as a woman, grabbed her man's hand and said no. She should have called his name and say no. Because when I hear so many women talking about, oh, a man defending, first of all, you ain't got to defend me for no words. If the brother stepped to me, like somebody had said today, how many men are pushing up daisies? How many men are in jail today for somebody? You won't let them talk to me that way. First of all,
talk about it.
Words are just freaking words. Like I said before, they get power. Your mouth, you're speaking life or death out your mouth.
Right.
But the words that other people say should be bouncing off of you like ain't nothing. They're reflection. That's weapons that are formed that will not prosper. That is, that stuff gonna come. But you don't give other people's words power. No. You let that mess bounce off of you. You put your personal business out there, and you can't make everybody be sensitive to that. Come on now. That's like a man going bald-headed, male pattern baldness. It's just something that happens.
I guess so. Let me say. So how can it not be okay for to that little joke, which could make her some money?
I didn't
make her some money.
I don't know.
Maybe ain't even that serious. But y'all can talk about my hairline, okay? Y'all can say I got the LeBron James hairline,
No, you lack a hairline. That's no. See, you can't.
Nobody gonna come up and smack her for that. You know what I'm saying?
But the point is, you put it out there, and when you are a public figure,
right,
you gotta be willing to take that. Now,
then you gotta have thick skin.
But now, if you go back, she made a YouTube video. Says she's what it is. She's gonna embrace her head. She said that. He was not attacking. When you look at Jada sitting back there, she like a boss. Guess what? She make a bad on G.I. Jane.
And she's beautiful.
They making everything else black. They made Wonder Years black. They made everything else black. What kind of black G.I. Jane? I mean, her name would be G.I. Joanne.
Well, she's beautiful. She's beautiful right here.
G.I. Joanna or something like that. It'll be a different name. However, that would have a plug. That could have been an idea to spark it in somebody's head. Whoever made G.I. Jane could have gave them an idea. You know what? It'd be good to cast her she already in shape. She doing it.
Right.
I've learned this. This is one thing I've learned. Mm-hmm. People who are easily offended already come ready to be offended. Mm-hmm. If you come ready to be offended, then you're going to always be offended. And not only that, we don't know what took place in that limousine or at the house before they got there. Because the way she wrote, every black woman and every black man understood when Jada did this.
Well, that's what she always does. Anytime a comedian is performing, She's the ice grill
I don't know if you
queen.
remember when Will was doing the bucket list, and
Uh-huh.
Dave Chappelle was training him because he wanted to do comedy.
Right.
So he
right.
did the
I saw
set,
that,
and he was so concerned about how Jada would take it, and he was like, and Chappelle said, "Man, tell a joke." He cussed though. He told him, "Just tell the effing joke."
Right.
He said, "Just tell a joke," but he was so concerned as to how Jada would respond to it, and which helped. So that's fear. If it will cause you to change the way you really are, that's just not a good thing. My babies are coming. No. My children are coming. My children have never seen me perform comedy. And they don't know I'll be talking about they did, but I'm going to tell these jokes. I'm going to tell these jokes because it's healing for me. Now, he was probably a good daddy to y'all, but he wasn't a good husband to me. So I'm telling my story from my side. I'm just going to say it. I already told my kids right now. If you are feeling a little jiggy like Will, we're gonna have to become 2 people in the truck. You know, that's the moving company, because we're gonna move some furniture up in there. I'm just gonna say that. I have to say that if you come toward that stage, I actually had a guy. I was coming off a stage, and this guy jumped up towards me, and before I knew it, and somebody said it was right. Every male comedian in there, because I was the only female in that club that night. Every male comedian in there automatically got to him before he got to me.
What? Okay, so
but he was a zealous fan. He liked my set. He was happy. But the point is, you came at me. I'm like, hold up, dude. And when I did that, my little Munchie, my little nephew Munchie, who's a good comedian down south too. Munchie, he been around too. Munchie grabbed him, and then the other comedian, he said, hold up, bro. Much big, much about 6'4", 6'5". But yeah, he stepped in front of me. It was just an overzealous fan or a person or somebody in the audience. But it happens to us all the time, which is so important for security to be there. It's so important that when we're on the stage for people to understand. Like I had a young man, I was telling a joke about skinny jeans.
Mm.
I wrote the joke about skinny jeans, and I was like, all these kids in here gonna have to get prepaid, they're gonna have medical insurance. They might not be able to get medical insurance because their children gonna be born with asthma because they have them skinny jeans. So I was just, and the boy in the audience was offended because I said that, and I say, baby, what I need for you to understand, I didn't look at you and write these jokes. These jokes were already written.
Right.
I just talked like I'm having a conversation.
Right.
So you took it personal about these skinny jeans. Boy, come on now. You the one about the skinny jeans. Anytime you got to keep pulling like this here when you in your pants, something ain't right. You ain't breathing. You cutting off circulation. You advancing prostate cancer or something.
I had to stop. I got high blood pressure. I had to stop.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a pressure cup. But I said, now he was truly offended. Now this guy was a junior in college, but he was, a sophomore in college at Elizabeth City University. And I pulled him aside. I said, so let me explain something to you. When a person is doing these jokes, 9 times out of 10, we already working on a set. Now, if it's something in the audience that we're gonna work with, we ain't gonna punch at you. If I'm telling a joke about your skinny jeans, I notice the countenance on your face change. I'm gonna stop myself. Oh, my bad, brother. I'm sorry. We're gonna change the tempo of it. That's one of the things that I'm learning too. As soon as you get in there, I've learned now, instead of walking around the club talking to everybody, I go sit down and I start observing everything, little small things, icebreakers, to get the people involved into the into the comedy, to hype it up. Even though I know that's the host, but I want to make sure that I keep it high, like the energy. Yes. And a lot of times, people come to comedy shows. If you're not coming to laugh, don't come.
Facts.
If you're not open to every type of comedy, don't come. I am not a Tiffany Haddish. I am not a Wanda Sykes. I am not Lou Nail. I am not Hope Flood. I am not Cheryl Underwood. I am not Samoa. I'm not Monique. I don't tell my jokes like that. And they don't even tell jokes like each other. Their whole styles are different. Right. But if you come in to see a female and you expecting all females to talk under their clothes and call out their names and talk about stuff like that, then I'm not the comic for you. But it doesn't mean I'm not funny. It doesn't mean that I'm still not a good comic because I don't do it that way. And that's the thing that people have got to do. And anytime you recommend that I change who I am to be a part of what you want, then I know that that's not for me.
So let me ask you a question: Is it more difficult being a female comedian than it is a male comedian?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
talk about it?
This is a male with everything in life. It's male dominant. It's hard to break in, and then when you do break in, there's still clicks. I think we talked about that before. The clicks, it's so hard to break into. You got to prove your own, and then when somebody else see you, or somebody out there who got a lot of people that follow, oh my God, that girl's funny. That girl's really funny. Or you got somebody like a Derek Keener or Vince D or Angela who will give you a chance. You know, they got a group called the Rat Packs of Comedy down there. There's Shad G, that's D. Ellis, that's Q, comedian Q, that's Spinderella's husband, and they got Grossman.
Spinderella husbands do
his comedian Q.
Oh.
He gave me an opportunity. Shad G for me. All these people say that they're gonna, they're willing to give you opportunities. So, but when they hear you say, "Man, you're funny," yeah, thank you. And they give you opportunity. You don't have to be like anybody but you. And when you learn to be comfortable as you, I'm on dress now. My style is to make sure I'm dressed and I'm looking nice. But I don't wear makeup. I mean, last time I had them lashes on, man, I scared myself. I slapped myself because I thought I had a spike or something come out. I slapped myself. I couldn't do that. Then I had rubbed one of my eyebrows off. I was really jacked up before I got it because I had a hot flash. And when you get a hot flash, you start rubbing stuff. Then by the time I got on stage, my makeup job was completely done. So I said, forget it. I'm just going to go on stage looking the way God made me. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my teeth in my mouth, put a little chapstick on my lips, and go on by my business. But yeah, this thing right here, but back to the thing with Jada and Will is crazy. Is it hard for females? And it's hard. You gotta find a way. And what I don't like is that if you got a platform and you got comics that's already well out there, those young people that's trying to break through, give them an opportunity. Don't worry about what I ain't heard them before. Let them be heard. You never know when you might find that diamond in the rough. You never know. You never know. But if you keep suppressing somebody, when I kept getting passed over, I remember Derek told me, he said, "Ton, when you get the opportunity, I want you to kill it." He said, "I don't care who came before you, I don't care who came after you. You make it hard for the person that's coming after you. You kill that stage. You set that tempo so high, the person coming after you going to have to step up their game. If they don't, they're going to already know you brought it down. You earn your spot when you do. So I'm no longer there. I'm no longer opening. I'm a featured act. So being a featured act give you more time. Now, when I go to other places, I might be a guest or I might be an opener. But in my hometown, I'm not anymore. I've earned my place. I've earned my place with the corporate place. I've earned it in the churches. I've earned it everywhere. Because the way I tell my jokes, I can go from the club to the church to the corporate thing. It's jokes. Every woman that's over the age of 50, even I started hot flash at 39, have hot flash. Almost every female that's got that hourglass figure got a waist trainer on. Almost every female who's single trying to find somebody. You understand what I'm saying? These are things that's life. And how many people got their coworker who got bad breath and they act like they don't know about it?
True.
How many people got that one coworker that always trying to one up you, or that one coworker that's trying to underachieve you? How many people got stuff like that? Everybody deals with that.
All relatable material.
Who doesn't sit at work and look on social media all day? How many people always stay in the bathroom, go to the bathroom like you using it, but you be taking a nap on the toilet? I'm not the only one. How many of you go to the bathroom and be peeping through the aisles to see who washing their hands? Because you got a potluck coming up. So you trying to see who washing their hands and who not washing their hands. Just watch people, how they use hand sanitizer. People who walk out the bathroom and then hit hand sanitizer. They put no soap or water on their hand. Don't even bring the utensils because you got to touch that plastic bag. Now you got everything contaminated. You know what I'm saying? So I just talk about, so I can take my same jokes that I have in the club. I can tell them in church. I could tell them on the corporate stage. I could tell them at a private event. So that way I don't have to change up.
That's right.
And I had a young lady tell me, she said, "How do you write like that?" I said, "I write like I talk." So it might be hard for people to believe, but I don't cuss. They said, "What you do when you stump your toe?" I say, "Jesus." The Bible says there's a bomb in Gideon. So, I say Jesus. That's what I say. That's me. I'm not a cusser. Now, do I know where they go? Oh, I know how to formulate a sentence with cussing.
We getting close to time.
Okay, go ahead.
So, and look, well, check it out. We're gonna wrap it up in a second. we're gonna go and do one more quick commercial break, real quick, and then we'll be right after these messages.
Yo, it's the April Fool's Foolish Friday comedy show.
She want to go to black churches because she like music. I want to go to white churches because they get out on time.
Featuring David Kataz.
Where you at? You got plans? Don't say that.
Josiah
There
Jones.
ain't nothing hanging in there. Everything is hanging out from the side and everything. It's terrible. It's terrible. You want.
The inspirational comedian. Tonja D.
Either Friday or Sunday.
And Denny Live.
Right here, that don't sound right. I'm gonna ask you one more time. When do you get your check? I just started this job.
April 1st, 2022.
I really don't
David
know.
Kataz, Josiah Jones, the inspirational comedian, Tonja D, and 30 years of comedy, Denny Live. It's April Fool's Foolish Friday. Be there.
And we are back. And yeah, where? And that's what they do on Clubhouse all the time. I don't know if y'all on Clubhouse or not, but hey, I'm back. It's Kataz and it's Miss Tonja D.
Tonja D.
And we've been having a ton of fun today, all the way from Shreveport, Louisiana. She came in here. She been preaching. And she been talking about how it's been for women. We've been talking about Will Smith. Her favorite comedians of all time with Sinbad was at the top of the list. I'm not mad at her for that at all. And we just been having a good time. But we about to wrap this up in like 2 minutes. But Tonja D, could you please tell them where somebody said something?
The Fred Keenan was
put it up. Put it
Fred
up.
Keenan was he said I know her. Fred Keenan was my first mentor here out of comedy. He was my facilitator in ASAP Comedy Bootcamp.
Yes,
It's called Team Fred.
Team Fred. What up, Team Fred? My salute, my brother. I just gotta say, hood or what was he? Navy?
He was Air Force.
Whatever. Okay, all right.
Like an airline student. I don't either.
He don't count. He don't count. Never mind. You was.
He was an Air Force officer, but yeah. What you asking me about?
Yeah. So where can we find you at? What is your IG? All that good
My
information.
IG
Let me put that on
is
screen real quick.
at Ton the Comedian.
At Ton the Comedian.
And you can also put at Ton the Comedian in Facebook. It's gonna come up Tonja D, the Ton of Fun.
I'm trying to point at it. Is it right here? Do you see that right there? Right there, you see? Right there.
At Tonja D, at Ton the Comedian. You can follow me on Cash App. There's $ comedian Tonja D. And also, Tonja D, the Ton of Fun is on Facebook.
A ton of fun.
And it's a ton of fun is because they used to call me that. Tonja is my name, Ton of Fun. Because I was a class clown, but I suppressed myself for 30-something years as a drill instructor, military, and I came back to do what God has given me the ability to do, is to make people laugh and enjoy laughing. It's something that I really, really enjoy. So I want you all to Friday, clear your schedule.
Come on.
8 o'clock. Make your way up there to
get your tail up.
Come out there and get your scandals. Come to scandal. David, don't you
better be scandalous.
You're gonna mess your hairline up. Get to scandals.
Get over there.
Get your ticket online because it's $15. If you try to get your ticket at the door, it's $20.
It's gonna be 20.
You don't get no change. But if you go online, you pay $15 plus a $2 charge, whatever. That ain't that's Eventbrite, want their money. So come on out and see me. Come on, I promise you, you will be blessed. You may not know us from everybody else, but I promise you, you will enjoy this show.
Yes,
we're gonna bring it.
It's gonna. Hey, look, everybody's gonna be beast. Even the guest person, she Brooke Bates. I'm gonna give her a shout out. Even she fired. He fired. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have my man Buck Paul Andrews hosting. We got the headliner, Denny live. You know what I'm saying? So we have been live. This has been the best kept secret. She's the blessed kept secret right here. I'm one of the blessed kept secret. I'm Kataz. This Tonja D. Hey, look, and download and install UBS and TV. Are you serious? No, UBS. We got to get real and start supporting local comedy and just comedy in general because we on the incline. So.
Yes.
We love y'all. God bless. We up out of here. Peace. See y'all Friday night on April Fool's Foolish Friday.
Yeah. Woo!
Ah.